What is up, everyone? Guys, listen up. In today's video, we are going to take a look at all of the gems. We're going to be breaking this down. By the way, shout out to Havoc. He's the one that uploaded this quick sneak peek. Now, this sneak peek video is pretty quick. So technically, you'd have to go through every single frame almost and pause it at the perfect time to read out the gems. So I'm going to try to do that for you guys. And I'm also going to read them out loud so you guys can chill around the house, do whatever you're doing, and listen to it pretty much like a podcast if you so wish. Okay, God help me. And we're just going to discuss it, okay? Make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and also make sure to show a lot of love to Havoc right here. I'm going to drop the link to his channel in the description. Shout out to him, and thank you so much, dude, for the sneak peek. Do keep in mind, English is not my first language, so if I make some mistakes, my apologies, okay? And real quick, I'm also going to be doing a giveaway for early access. So if you do enjoy this one, and only if you do, slap a like, sub to the channel so you do not miss out on that opportunity. And now let's get right into it. The first one is added fire damage. Attacks gain 25% of damage as fire damage. Attacks deal 50% less cold and lightning damage. Then we have Arcane Surge. Gain Arcane Surge after spending a total of 100% of your maximum mana on supported skills. Arcane Surge lasts 8 seconds. We gotta be fast with the clicks, guys. Ambush. Skill has 100% more critical hit chance against enemies that are on full life. It's going to be pretty interesting with classes like the Mercenary, for example. In my opinion, it's going to be very cool. Then we have added cold damage. Supported attacks gain 25% of damage as cold damage. Supported attacks deal 50% less fire and lightning damage. Bursting Plague, ladies and gentlemen. Poison from supported skills also adds 200% of damage per second to enemy as plague, up to a maximum of 10% of enemy's maximum life. Ammo conservation, 40% chance for crossbow attacks to not consume a bolt. I'm pretty sure we saw this on one of the showcases. I might be wrong. Let me know in the comment section, but I think we did. Lightning damage. Attacks gain 25% of damage as lightning damage. Supported attacks deal 50% less cold and fire damage. Then we have area of effect. Skills have 40% more area of effect. Bloodlust. Supported skills deal 30% more melee physical damage against the bleeding enemies. Supported attacks cannot cause bleeding. Bleed chance. Skills have 60% chance to inflict bleeding. Break endurance. 20% chance to gain an endurance charge when supported skill fully breaks enemy armor. Brutality. Skills deal 35% more physical damage. Supported skills deal no chaos damage, and skills deal no elemental damage. Concentrated effect. Skills deal 40% more area damage. Skills have 50% less area of effect. Then we have a few coming soons. Then we have corrosion. Poison applied by supported skills also breaks armor equal to 80% of a poison damage dealt. Chain. Supported skills chain +1 times. Supported skills chain 100% more times. Supported skills deal 50% less damage when hits. Clarity. 20% increased mana regeneration rate while a supported skill is active. Combo finisher. Skills lose combo if you generate no combo for 8 seconds. Supported skills deal 50% more damage. Supported skills require 5 combo to use. Then we have another coming soon. Decaying Hex. Skills inflict decay, dealing 30% of intelligence as chaos damage per second for 8 seconds. Controlled Destruction. Skills deal 40% more spell damage with hits. Supported skills cannot deal critical hits. Conduction. Skills have 100% more chance to shock. 100% is kind of nuts. Corrupting Cry. War cries have 30% less area of effect. Corrupted Blood deals 10% of your strength as physical damage per second. Corrupted Blood duration is 5 seconds. Supported war cries inflict corrupted blood. Decaying Hex. Skills inflict decay, dealing 30% of intelligence as chaos damage per second for 8 seconds. Elemental Army. Minions. Oh, this is interesting for me right here, guys. Minions from supported skills have plus 30% to all elemental resistances. Okay, some survivability there. Skills empowered by supported skills deal 15% more damage. Oh, we missed that one. I'm going to go back. There we go. Deep Freeze. Skills have 50% increased freeze duration on enemies. Oh, I wonder if this is gonna work on bosses as well. It should, right? There shouldn't be a reason why this is not gonna work on bosses. Extended Combo. Final strike of supported skills can be performed twice in succession. Oh, that's actually really nice. Energy Barrier. Energy Shield. Recharge begins immediately and is not interrupted by damage for 3 seconds when stunned while using supported skills. Eternal Flame. Supported skills have 100% increased ignite duration on enemies. Supported skills have 25% less chance to ignite. This is going to be interesting, actually, on the Infernal Witch, right? Because it gives you the ability, and to your minions as well, to ignite, I believe, if I remember correctly. So that increase, depending on what kind of damage it will do, obviously, that's going to be really interesting. Empowered Call. Skills empowered by supported skills have Calling Strike. Faster Projectiles. Supported skills have 40% more projectile speed. Oh, the Ranger already with a Deadeye looks to be insane, right? Now imagine with even faster projectiles. That's going to be sick, dude. I think the Ranger is also kind of underrated currently. I'm not going to lie. Faster attacks. Supported skills have 25% more attack speed. Encumbrance. Supported skills have 30% increased effect of slowing debuffs against enemies. Obviously, you can use these on the Mercenary as well, right? Like when you're moving around and trying to kite enemies, much easier. This could be very nice. Execute. Supported skills. Skills deal 40% more damage with hits against enemies that are on low life. Faster casting. Skills have 25% more cast speed. Simple, yet very strong. I think we missed one there. We're going to have to be really fast here. Boom. There we go. Frozen Vortex. Skills create a vortex on shattering an enemy vortex. Deals 30% of overkill damage per second. Vortex chills enemies and vortex lasts 3 seconds. Frost Nexus. Supported skills create chilled ground for 4 seconds when they freeze an enemy. Then we have Fist of War. Attacks with supported skill are ancestrally boosted no more than once every 6 seconds. Hourglass. Skills deal 50% more damage. Skills have plus 8 seconds to cooldown. Oh, damn, but that's crazy though. 50% more damage for an 8-second increase in cooldown. Probably depends on the skill and the damage, but if you're trying to go full-on glass cannon and have some kind of burst damage build. Heightened Curse. 25% more effect of supported curses. Skills cost 50% more freeze buildup. This is called Glaciation. Then we have Fortress. Walls from supported skills are created in a circle instead. Oh, that's nice. You can pretty much like trap enemies as well, I'm guessing. Increased limit. Skills have +1 to limit. Supported skills have 50% less skill effect duration. Okay. Inspiration. Skills have 40% less cost. Huge. Ice Bite. Attacks gain 35% of damage as cold damage for 3 seconds on freezing an enemy with supported skills. Innervate. Attacks gain 35% of damage as the lightning damage for 3 seconds on killing a shocked enemy with supported skills. Jagged Ground. Less 6 seconds. Ignition. Supported skills have 100% more chance to ignite. Ooh. There we go. You can combine this one with another one that we just went over before, and you could have a crazy cool combination, dude. Crazy cool one. Impending Doom. Trigger Doom Blast when curses from supported skills expire. Oh, this is also going to be really good maybe on the Blood Mage or in general on the Witch. You guys can see I'm very interested in the ones with the Witch, right? Impact Shockwave. Skills create an aftershock when they stun an enemy, dealing the same damage to enemies within 1 meter. Lasting Shock. Skills have 100% increased shock duration on enemies. Supported skills have 25% less chance to shock. Life Drain. Recover 20% of life over 4 seconds when supported skills call an enemy. Nice. Last Gasp. Minions from supported skills die 4 seconds after their life is reduced to 0. Damn, that's going to be so good. Less duration. Supported skills have 30% less skill effect duration. Meat Shield. Minions from supported skills deal 35% less damage, but the minions also have 50% more maximum life. Let's see this one. Multiple projectiles. Skills deal 20% less damage. Skills fire 2 additional projectiles. Skills have 20% less attack and cast speed. Life Tap. Skills cost life instead of 100% of mana cost. Lockdown. Skills have up to 120% more pin build up against nearby enemies. More duration. Skills have 40% more skill effect duration. Man, you can create some crazy builds. Multiple Charge. Skills have 50% chance to grant an additional charge. Ooh, here we go. Minion instability. Minions from supported skills explode when reduced to low life, dealing 50% of their maximum life as a fire damage to surrounding enemies. Minion pact. Skills remove 100% of your maximum life from a nearby minion on use to deal 40% more damage. Ooh, that's interesting. Poison chance. Skills have 60% chance to poison on hit. We missed one there, which was pin. Oh my god, that's so fast. That is so fast, Havoc. Oh, there we go. Pin. Skills do not cause stun buildup. Physical damage from supported skills is pinning. Overpower. Hits with supported skills cause 80% more stun buildup. Oh man. Hits with supported skills cause 80% more. That's awesome. That's going to be awesome for the warrior as well, right? Because you do have a skill on the warrior with one of the ascensions where you do 40% more damage to stunned heavy enemies. So that can come in clutch. Multiple poison. Skills can poison enemies, and additional time supported skills have 30% less poison duration. That's also huge for poison builds though. Damn. Pierce. Projectiles from supported skills pierce an enemy. Projectiles from supported skills deal 30% less damage if they've pierced an enemy. Oh my god, that is even faster now. This is going to be... No, this is like a test of reaction time. There we go. Perpetual charge. Skills have 35% chance to not remove charges, but still count as consuming them. Precision. This is not easy, guys. Precision. 30% increased accuracy rating while a supported skill is active. Then we have Rage. Gain 3 Rage on melee hit. Slower projectiles. Supported skills have 30% less projectile speed. Second Wind. Skills have 50% less cooldown recovery rate. Supported skills have twice as many cooldown uses. Ruthless. Every 5th use of this attack causes 500% more stun buildup. Woo! Nice. Swift Affliction. Skills deal 35% more non-ailment damage over time, 20% less duration of supported skills, and damaging ailments they inflict. Unleash. That was a perfect stop right there. Unleash. Spells gain a seal every 200% of cast time to a maximum of 2 seals. Spells are unsealed when cast, and their effects reoccur for each seal lost. Skills deal 50% less damage when reoccurring. Then we have Unbreakable. 200% more stun threshold while using supported skills. And then we have Vitality. Regenerate 1.5% of life per second while a supported skill is active. Window of Opportunity. Skills deal 50% more damage when released with perfect timing. Oh, nice. Skills have 25% shorter perfect timing window. This is like with a game within a game, you know? Which always is super fun. Wind Wave. Trigger Wind Wave when stunned while using supported skills. Oh, is he not? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Withering Touch. Wither lasts 4 seconds. Supported skills deal 50% less damage. Skills inflict withered on hit with chaos damage. Okay, there we go. Additional accuracy. Skills have 50% more accuracy rating. Whew. Armor Explosion. Skills trigger explosion when they fully break an enemy's armor. Auto Reload. Supported skills reload automatically on heavy stunning an enemy. Supported skills have 100% chance to blind enemies on hit. That was blind. Cursing Current. Shocking hits from supported skills have a 50% chance to also shock enemies in a 2.5 meter radius. Corpse Conservation. Corpses consumed by supported skills have 50% chance to not be destroyed. Oh, so you can just keep doing it, huh? Nice. 50% is high too. Close Combat. Skills deal 25% more attack damage to enemies within 1 meter of you, scaling down to no bonus at 3.5 meters or further. Okay, there we go. Cold Penetration. Skills penetrate 30% cold resistance. This one is coming soon. Then we have Feeding Frenzy. Minions from supported skills deal 30% more damage. Minions from supported skills take 20% more damage. Okay. Fire Penetration. Supported skills penetrate 30% fire resistance. This got to be a fast one here. Boom. Exploit Weakness. Skills cannot break armor. Supported skills consume enemy fully broken armor to deal 50% more damage. Devastate. Skills fully break armor when inflicting a heavy stun. Oh, that's interesting as well for warriors. Fury, death. Killing blows from supported skills against ignited enemies have 60% chance to cause the enemy to explode. Oh, damn. This also with the Hellhound is going to be incredible. Focused curse. Curse zones from supported skills erupt after a 30% reduced delay. Hinder. Chaos damage over time inflicted by supported skills also hinders enemies. Herbalism. 40% increased recovery from life flasks while a supported skill is active. Increased armor break. Skills break 80% more armor. Inevitable critical. Dude, it's so hard to pause these perfectly. Skills gain 25% increased critical hit chance each second up to 100%. This critical hit chance is lost whenever a skill supported by inevitable critically hits. That was a lot of criticals. Infernal Legion. Ooh. Minions from supported skills take 20% of their maximum life as fire damage per second. Minions from supported skills deal 5% of their maximum life as fire damage per second to nearby enemies. Holy Descent. Supported skills create consecrated ground on landing. Intense Agony. Damage over time debuffs inflicted on full life enemies by supported skills deal 50% more damage. Supported skills have 25% less skill effect duration. Knockback. Knocks enemies back on hit. What a surprise. Life Leech. Leech 3% of physical attack damage from supported skills as life. Lightning Penetration. Skills penetrate 30% lightning resistance. Momentum. After moving at least 2 meters during a single use of a supported skill, the rest of that use deals 40% more damage. Maim. Supported attacks always maim on hit. I think it's maim. I might be mispronouncing that. My bad. Melee physical damage. Supported skills deal 35% more melee physical damage. Supported skills have 10% less attack speed. Mana Leech. Leech 2% of physical attack damage from skills as mana. Mana Flare. So skills trigger Mana Flare on critical hit. Many Bolts. Skills deal 1% more damage for each bolt reloaded in the past 6 seconds. Oh, this is actually going to be interesting as well. Ritualistic Curse. Curse zones from supported skills erupt after 30% increased delay. Skills have 50% increased area of effect. Raging Cry. Skills grant 4 rage per 5 power of enemies in range. Splinter. Break armor equal to 50% of physical damage dealt by supported skill. Spell Echo. Spell Echo. Supported spells echo once. Supported skills have 30% less cast speed. Echoes from supported spells have 30% more area of effect. Then we have reduced cooldown. Skills have 30% increased cooldown recovery rate. Ranged combat. Skills deal 35% more attack damage to enemies further than 7 meters from you, scaling down to no bonus at 3.5 meters or closer. Shock Siphon. Recover 4% of energy shield when a supported skill deals a killing blow to a shocked enemy. Wildfire. Ignites you inflict spread to other enemies that stay within 1.5 meters for 2 seconds. So again, something that could be really interesting on the Infernal Witch. Skills deal, this one is weapon elemental damage. Skills deal 25% more weapon elemental damage. Plain and simple. Critical damage. Supported skills have 100% increased critical damage bonus. Supported skills have 20% less critical hit chance. Biting Frost. Skills consume enemy freeze to guarantee a critical hit. Behead. Killing blows from supported strike skills against rare monsters grant one of their modifiers for 20 seconds. 20 seconds is a lot. Added chaos damage. Attacks gain 25% of damage as chaos damage. Supported attacks deal 50% less non-chaos damage. Let's see what we got next. Cold exposure. Skills inflict cold exposure for 8 seconds on critical strike with cold damage. Skills deal 25% less damage. Then we have a lot of coming soons here. Chaotic freeze is the next one. Enemies taking chaos damage over time from supported skills receive freeze buildup when hit by chaos damage. Cannibalism, 4% of life recovered on kill while a supported skill is active. Culling Strike. Supported skills have Culling Strike against rare or unique enemies. Deadly Poison. Skills deal 25% less damage with hits. 75% more effect of poison from supported skills. Dude, there's gonna be so many crazy builds in this game. Dazing Cry. Supported skills daze enemies, and the daze lasts for 4 seconds. This one is dazing. Attacks cause daze buildup equal to 100% of physical damage dealt. Drain Ailments. Skills consume a random ailment on the target when inflicting damage over time debuffs, causing the debuff to deal 35% more damage if an ailment was consumed. Deep Cuts. 75% more effect of bleeding from supported skills. Supported skills deal 25% less damage with hits. Elemental Focus. Skills deal 25% more elemental damage. Supported skills cannot inflict elemental ailments. Oh, did I get it? Yes, Enraged Warcry. Warcries consume up to 10 rage, causing attacks empowered by them to deal 30% more damage. Enduring Life. Enemies killed by hits from supported skills grant 100% more life flask charges. Pretty nice. Enduring Mana. Enemies killed by hits from supported skills grant 100% more mana flask charges. To be expected. Frostfire. Skills have 100% more effect of Ignite against frozen enemies. Oh, interesting. Supported skills cannot inflict freeze. Supported skills consume freeze from enemies they ignite. Did I manage it? Yes. Fire Exposure. Skills inflict fire exposure for 8 seconds on igniting an enemy. Skills deal 25% less damage. Fork. Projectiles from supported skills fork. Projectiles from supported skills deal 50% less damage after forking. Elemental Discharge. Skills cannot inflict freeze, shock, or ignite. Skills consume freeze, shock, and ignite on hit to trigger elemental discharge. Hex Bloom is the next one. Curses from supported skills spread to enemies within 3 meters when a cursed enemy dies. Oh, so it just keeps it going every time they die. That's going to be very nice. Immolate. I'm hoping I'm not destroying that word. Remember, English is not my first language, so I apologize. Supported skills cannot ignite. Supported attacks gain 30% of damage as fire damage against ignited enemies. Lightning Exposure. Skills inflict lightning exposure for 8 seconds on shocking an enemy. Supported skills deal 25% less damage. Mobility. Supported skills deal 20% less damage. 40% less movement speed penalty while using supported skills. Damn. Well, I mean, if you're playing the Ranger, you're probably not going to have to worry about this regardless, though. I think, once again, I think that the Ranger is going to be kind of underrated at first, and then people are going to quickly find out that it's so good. I just have this feeling that it's going to play really well. Rupture. Skills aggravate bleeding on heating heavy stunned enemies. Rage Forged. Supported skills consume 10 rage if possible to deal 35% more damage. Oh, that was literally on point. Overcharge. 75% increased effect of shocks from supported skills. Supported skills have 50% less shock duration on enemies. It's gotta be tough. There we go. Neural Overload. Skills electrocute primed enemies on hit. Reload speed. 100% increased crossbow reload speed. Very specific. Simple. Oh my goodness. The reaction time of a insane athlete right here. Needed. Searing Flame. Supported skills deal 25% less damage with hits. 75% more effect on ignite from supported skills. Stormfire. Shocks from supported skills do not expire on ignited enemies. Oh, okay. Soul Drain. Recover 12% of mana over 4 seconds when supported skills call an enemy. We're getting there, chat. Lightning Mastery. +1 to level of supported lightning skills. And then it's going to be I'm pretty sure it's going to be same for the fire, cold, you know how it goes. Minion Mastery, Physical Mastery, Chaos Mastery, all that kind of stuff. And that is it right there, man. That was all of them. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know that not a lot of people have time to do what I just did. So I just wanted to pause and read it out just so you guys can turn it on and kind of listen to it like a podcast or something while you're working or, you know, doing whatever you guys have to do around the house, right? We all have families and stuff, so I know how it goes. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. If you did, slap a like, sub to the channel. Once again, thank you guys for all the amazing love and support. Do keep in mind, we are going to be doing a giveaway for Path of Exile 2 Early Access, and I am going to be streaming both on YouTube and on Twitch pretty much every single day, especially when the game starts. I'm also going to be dropping a bunch of guides, build videos, all that kind of stuff. So once again, if you enjoyed the video, and only if you did, slap the likes up to the channel. As always, thanks for all the love and support. Stay positive, stay disciplined, and I'll see you all on the next one.
Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go!
I mean, we literally have the best community of all time.
Oh! Oh, he got no scoped.